Yeah, I took it off. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll go put it back on and delay the start for another 4. Everybody have a good intermission? Great, then it's time for another whole show, as promised. Let's get the house lights up again. I want to look at some of you awesome dressed up people for Halloween. Let's see what... We got some Star Trek people and... what are you, Harley Quinn? Yes? Wow. If I want? No, obviously I'm wrong. Tell me what you are because I'm not nerd enough. Steampunk superhero. What a clever name that is. I can't imagine. I thought of it all by yourself? Good for you. We've got brawny duct tape head man. We've got carrying a stick man in front of him. What is with the chicken heads? Just
Mr. and Mrs. Chickenhead.
Just Mr. and Mrs. Chickenhead. You know what? Do you have an Xbox 360?
No.
Yeah. Obviously you don't. Does the panda bear who took a little extra time zipping up after peeing on an Xbox 360?
I was making a purchase.
Oh, you made a purchase. Congratulations. You own an Xbox 360?
No, I have a PS3.
Is the person sitting next to you on a Xbox 360? You know what, the Star Trek people, you won yourselves a copy of Rock Band 3. How goddamn hard is it to give away some software? All right, it is time to bring out our next performer. We are very excited to have him here. A couple of years ago, Storm and I were invited to participate in quite possibly the most prestigious thing on the planet. I don't want to oversell it, but it was. We got invited to perform for the Ig Nobel ceremony. And it is time to repay the favor. We would like to welcome to the stage the editor of the Annals of Improbable Research and the father of the Ig Nobel Prize ceremony. Did I say that remotely right? Close enough. Please welcome Marc Abrahams.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Paul for pronouncing the first word of the magazine name correctly. Thank you. Going to begin by showing you a short video.
I have a suggestion. If you are going for an event like Ig Nobel, where you can actually get surrounded by more than one Nobel laureate, you better have more than one bra.
agree that that deserves some kind of prize. And we've got a prize. That was Dr. Elena Bodnar, and she is the inventor of the brassiere that in an emergency can be quickly converted into a pair of protective face masks. I'm going to show you a lot of pictures, and I'm just going to try to talk real fast. And if you have questions, you can shout them out, although I probably won't answer them. But feel free to shout them. This is all about the Ig Nobel Prizes and improbable research. We've been doing this for 20 years now. We just had the 20th first annual Ig Nobel Prize ceremony. This is what it's about. It's all about things that have this quality, that they first make people laugh and then make them think. And that's it. Oh, there actually is a second. They're real. And we go to a lot of trouble to make sure these people exist, and they've really done these things. If you win an Ig Nobel Prize, that's what you win. That's the Ig Nobel Prize. It's made to a different pattern every year. It's always made of extremely cheap materials. We have a theme for the ceremony. This year the theme was bacteria, and you can probably see how that fits. If you're selected to win a prize, we, with very few exceptions, give you the opportunity to quietly decline the honor. But most people, almost all of them offered the prize and accepted. And they come at their own expense to the ceremony, they get a prize, they get a piece of paper which says they've won an Ig Nobel Prize, and the piece of paper is signed by several people who have Nobel Prizes. It's a nice piece of paper. And this is where the ceremony happens, at Harvard, across the river, at Sanders Theater. This is what it looks like from the stage. Some of you can see yourselves there, I know. One in the front row, Julia. Genevieve, if you please stand up and take a bow. Genevieve Reynolds has been part of the Ig for 10 years. Just to the right of where you can see anything there. And this was a photo taken at the end of the show 2 years ago when we had 9 Nobel Prize winners there handing out prizes. Also Benoit Mandelbrot in the upper right-hand set, and a sword swallower right next to him. And Stephen Wolfram to his left. All right, very quickly, these are the winners of the 2010 prizes. 4 weeks ago, last night, that the ceremony happened. We gave a prize this year in the field of engineering. Went to a team of 3 scientists from Mexico and the UK. They went for perfecting a method to collect whale snot using a remote control helicopter. This is the paper they published about it. It's called, as you can see, a novel, non-invasive tool for disease surveillance of free-ranging whales and its relevance to conservation programs. And here are the 3 co-authors at the ceremony giving their acceptance speech. I don't think she's winking. And I want to show you that picture again. That's a close look at the work they did. It's a very small remote control plane and a very big whale. The Ig Nobel Medicine Prize this year went to a team of 2 scientists from the Netherlands for discovering that symptoms of asthma can be treated with a roller coaster ride. Here's their paper called Roller Coaster Asthma When Positive Emotional Stress Interferes with Dyspnea Perception. His name, the second author, really is Ilya van Beest. And there are the 2 co-winners emerging from the sacred curtain to be handed their Ig Nobel Prize. That's what the research looked like. We gave a prize in the field of transportation planning. Went to a large team from Japan and the UK. They won. I'm having some adventures with the clicker here, as you may tell. So, right, dancing. They went for using slime mold to determine the optimal routes for laying out railroad tracks. Here's their paper called Rules for Biologically Inspired Adaptive Network Design. Here they are at the ceremony, coming through the curtain. Okay. Toshi, the guy on the left standing up, is the prime mover behind all this. And these are 2 pictures from their study. One of these pictures is slime mold, the other is the Tokyo subway map. So you can tell which is which. The physics prize this year was awarded to a team of 3 doctors from New Zealand. They won. By the way, from my point of view, I'm just engaging in magic now. I'm making random motions, hoping that some of them might set off this connection. They won for demonstrating that on icy footpaths in the winter, people slip and fall less often than wear socks on the outside of their shoes. Here's their paper called Preventing Winter Falls, a randomized controlled trial of a novel intervention. And here's Leanne Parkin, the lead author at the Ig Nobel ceremony. That's a picture of their research. The Ig Nobel Peace Prize, which some consider the most prestigious of the Ig Nobel Prizes, went this year to a team from the UK. This was a very big year for the UK. They won for confirming the widely held belief that swearing relieves pain. And their paper was called, as you can see, Swearing as a Response to Pain. That's a good response. Any accomplished dancer here? That's the lead author, and I'll show you a close-up of the diagram there, which is from his. Roll it back there. That's a diagram from their study. If you go to the website, you can get all the details of this stuff and copies of most of these things. And this is one you can try yourself very easily. On relatives. The Public Health Prize was awarded to a team of 3 scientists from Fort Detrick, Maryland. That's the place where they bring dangerous microbes and cracks and things like that. For determining by experiment that microbes cling to bearded scientists. Here's their paper. This was published in 1967. It's called Microbiological Laboratory Hazard of Bearded Men. And here's some pictures from the study. In case you're sitting in the back and can't read it, it says Figure 3, chickens exposed to natural hair beard on mannequin. And that's exactly what it showed. Did I just destroy the machine? Nope. The Economics Prize this year. Executive directors of Goldman Sachs, AIG, Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns, Merrill Lynch, and Magnetar for creating and promoting new ways to invest money, ways that maximize financial gain and minimize financial risk for the world economy, or for a portion thereof. These winners could not or would not join us at the ceremony. The Chemistry Prize was awarded to a team from MIT, Texas A&M, and the University of Hawaii, and BP. You're advised by BP? Eric, yeah, stand up and take a bow, especially because none of us can see you, but if you've got some way to light yourself. Yes. They won for disproving the old belief that oil and water works. Here's their paper, and this was done in 2004. And this is the only one where I'll give you a little bit of a description, because I'm trying to be quick about things. But they set up a situation off the coast of Norway where they released some oil from very, very deep down to simulate quite well what would happen if oil started leaking from a very deep well. Guess what they found? Guess who was one of the major sponsors of this work? And here are the 3 co-authors at the ceremony. And your advisor is at the microphone, correct? I mean that microphone, not this one.